Welcome to 6-Minute Code. In today's video, we are going to see about how to write some famous Python programs in one line of code. Let's get started. We have many Python problems over the internet, but have you wondered if we can get a one-line solution? Here is a video that shows you how to write famous Python problems in one line of code. Number 1. Fibonacci Series. Fibonacci series is a series of numbers formed by the addition of the preceding two numbers in the series. It starts from 0 and 1 and then continued by the addition of the preceding two numbers. For example, 0, 1, 1, 2, 3, 5 and so. If we give 5 as input, it will provide fifth Fibonacci term as the output. Let's see how to write this program in a single line. This program can be solved either using a loop or using recursion. Now we are going to use recursive function to solve it. To write function in a single line, we are going to use the lambda function. So declare a lambda function Fibo, that takes integer n as an argument. Inside the function, we make a ternary condition that checks if the number n is 0 or 1. If yes, we return the value of n. If not, we recursively call Fibo with the values n-1 and n-2. Now we can call Fibo function with any argument and it will return nth Fibonacci term as output. Number 2. Armstrong Number. The Armstrong number in Python is the number whose sum of each digit powered with the total number of digits is the same as the given number. That is, for a given number, say 153, sum of 1 cube plus 5 cube plus 3 cube will be same as 153. Here also we are going to use lambda function. It takes integer n as argument. We use a list comprehension which converts the integer to string and use a for loop to iterate on each digit of the number. Then the digit I is powered with the length of the number and stored in the list. Finally, we use a ternary condition to check if sum of the list is equal to the digit. If it is equal, it will return yes, otherwise it will return no. Now we can call the function Armstrong with an integer argument and check whether it is Armstrong. Number 3. Factorial of a number. The factorial of a number is the product of all the integers from 1 to that number. For example, the factorial of 5 is 1 into 2 into 3 into 4 into 5, which is 120. Factorial is not defined for negative numbers, and the factorial of 0 is 1. Here we are going to use a lambda function and recursion. The function takes an integer x as input and checks for number x as 0. If x is 0, then 1 is returned. Else the function factorial is called recursively with x minus 1 as argument and multiplied with x. So now we can call the function factorial with an integer arguments and get the factorial of the number. Number 4. Sum of n natural numbers. Natural numbers starts from 1 and goes on to infinity. Sum of natural numbers can be just addition of number from 1 to n. We can calculate the sum of natural numbers using a formula, n into n plus 1 divided by 2. But here we are going to use loops to find it. We use lambda function which takes a integer n as input, use a list comprehension to generate n numbers using for loop and use sum function to calculate sum of the list. We can call the function natural with an integer arguments and get the sum of n natural numbers. Number 5. Palindrome. Palindrome is a word, phrase, number, or another sequence of characters that reads the same backward as forward. For example, madam is a palindrome. We can read it both forward and backward, and it reads the same. Here we can use a lambda function in a special thing called extended slicing. It's : -1. It reverses the given string. Just use a ternary if to check reversed string is equal to the original string. If it is equal, return it is a palindrome, else return it is not. Number 6. Check for prime. Prime number are the numbers divisible only by 1 in itself. For example 13. It will be divisible only by 1 in itself. Here we can use a lambda function and modules operator. This function takes an integer n as input, and uses list comprehension, with a for loop, that performs modulus of x with all numbers between 2 to x minus 1. Finally it checks if 0 is present in the list. If it is present, then the number is composite, else the number is prime. We came to the end of this video. These are some most popular programs in Python that can be written in a single line of code. Hope you like it. Please like, share, subscribe and comment your thoughts. As always, happy coding!